Good afternoon. My name is Mike Scanlon, City Manager for the City of Osawatomie, Kansas, and this is my weekend update for January 7th, 2022. Three things I want to talk about today. The first is the amount of federal dollars that we're seeking and the amount of federal dollars that are out there for projects that are important to us as a community, in that they will allow us to replace a lot of our infrastructure on the water and wastewater side, as well as potentially upgrade some of the streets in terms of that repair, replace, and reconstruct. If you remember, paving the way, which you voted for in terms of a sales tax increase last year. So let's talk about the American Rescue Plan Act. We will receive money in two tranches. We received one payment last August. We will receive another payment in the coming months. The total amount of that payment is $656,000. We are dedicating all of that to a water and wastewater replacement. In addition, there are monies that have been made available to the state and to the county. Both the state and the county are trying to identify projects that they can put into an expenditure plan by January 31st. That's when all of the commitments for the larger levels of government are required to be filed with the U.S. Treasury. So my guess is you're going to hear me talking about additional projects and plans that we have in the coming 2 weeks that will benefit you, the citizen, in terms of getting things replaced and stabilizing the rates. The second thing I want to talk to you about, solar array. We own property in the Northland, north of the hospital, that we have reached a tentative agreement with Evergy to build a solar array. 3 megawatts, I think, is where we're at. It might grow a little bit. The goal of this project, this is a looking forward project, get competitive rates on renewable energy that we can sustain over time so we can stabilize what we charge our customers for electricity. So this is trying to look forward, trying to account for what we saw in the polar vortex. While it got cold, the sun did come out and it did generate electricity, and it can generate it at a rate that's much cheaper and safer and more affordable than the diesel generators that we have. We'll talk a little more about those diesel generators this summer. As always, we're trying to put ourselves in a competitive advantage so that we can stabilize our rates. The last thing that I would tell you is that we have a strategic plan that I talked about 2 weeks ago, which is big and bold. You're starting to hear pieces of it in my weekend update. It will all be out for the City Council to see next Friday following the council meeting. There are things that we will present at the council that we want to make sure that we roll in and we have the council's support on. In addition, we have a really big packet for next week. We're welcoming 2 new council members. We have a council member that's becoming the mayor. So Tammy Philippin, Dale Bratton, Nick Hampson, former council member that will become the mayor. At 5 o'clock, we will have a welcoming for those 3 people at Memorial Hall preceding the council meeting. We will have part of our packet out tonight since it's so large for people to read. And if you want to, Monday morning we'll have what we have available today for people to pick up at City Hall. We'll be adding to it. We are kicking off 2022, and I think Brett Glendenny, our deputy, said it best. It's like a rocket ship about ready to take off. So come to our city council meeting. It starts at 6:30. If you want to welcome our mayor and new council members, come at 5 o'clock. Look forward to having you. You have a great weekend. Go Chiefs. Beat the Broncos.